Dear students, now in this video we are going to discuss about 11th standard computer science chapter 5 working with Windows operating system part 2. In the previous video class we discussed about what is meant by OS. That is in chapter 4 we discussed about what is meant by OS, what are the functions of OS, okay. Now in this video class we are going to discuss about various Windows operating systems, various versions of Windows operating system. So now we see about different versions of Windows operating system. We know operating system is one of the system software. It is used to run the computer, okay. We must need operating system to run the computer. Without operating system your computer cannot be work. The operating system creates interface between the user and the computers, okay. Now we discuss about what are the different versions available in Windows operating system. From this we learn about the starting versions of Windows to now which versions you are using, okay. The first version of Windows is Windows 1.x. So it was released in the year 1985. In this versions the GUI components is introduced. Here the GUI components are introduced. We know what is the expansion of GUI components is. What is it? Graphical user interface. So through this components the user can interact to the computer. It is a 16-bit processor. Mouse was introduced as an input device. In this year only 1985 the mouse was introduced as an input device. And then the second version of Windows is 2.x. It was released in the year 1985. The second version Windows 2.x, it was introduced in the year 1987. Supports to minimize or maximize windows. Nowadays you can able to see in the Windows screen we are having maximize and minimize buttons. These buttons are used to minimize or maximize the windows. Now I will show this example. When you minimize the window, the document can be minimized and their name alone will be displayed on the taskbar. When you want to maximize, that is if you want to occupy the whole window, then we press the maximize window button, okay. So these buttons are introduced in the year 1987 in the version Windows 2.x. Now I will show the example of this. So now I will show one Word document window, okay. Here you can see this minus symbol is the minimize button, okay. You can able to see the name. When I point the mouse pointer to this icon, it shows the name minimize, and then this is your maximize button. When you click on this minimize button, the name of the document, here what is the name of this document? Document 1 Microsoft Word, okay. So this name can be, this window can be minimized and that name alone will be available in the taskbar, okay. So when you click on this maximize button, this window can be maximized and occupied in the whole screen. Now you can see when I click on this minimize button, what will be happened? So the name of the document alone will be appear in the taskbar, okay. Now you can see this is your minimized. When I click this minimize button, you can see this type of icon will be available in your taskbar, okay. When you open this document, we just click on this button again, the Word document will be opened, okay. So when you click on this maximize button, this window will be maximized, that is resized and occupy the whole screen. So this minimize and maximize button is introduced in the version of Windows 2.x, okay. And then next Windows 3.x, it was introduced in the year 1992. Introduced the concept of multitasking. What is meant by multitasking? At the same time more than one process can be work, more than one task can be performed, that is known as multitasking. If for example I will open Word document, Paint document, yes, and then whatever things I want to open, I will open in the same window, okay. I just open one Word, Microsoft Word page, and then I want to open one Paint, means that also I will be opened, okay. That Paint box also opened, and I will use that one also. Like that at the same time I will open more than one more than one processing window and work all these things together. This is known as the multitasking. Simultaneously, I will work to this. Okay. So that's why it's known as a multitasking window. Here I will open Word document also and then Paint document also. I will use both the documents simultaneously. This type of process is known as multitasking. This concept can be introduced in the version 3.x, okay, Windows 3.x, and it is introduced in the year, which year? Windows 3.x, 1992. Okay, it supports 256 colors, which brought a more modern, colorful look to the interface. Okay, so it supports how many colors? 256 colors, which brought a more modern, colorful look to the interface. It create a interaction to the users. Okay, and then Windows 95. Windows 95. So Windows 95. Windows 95 it was introduced in the year 1995. Introduced the start button, the task bar, Windows Explorer and the start menu. So in this version only the start button is introduced and the task bar. In the previous example we discussed the start task bar available in the bottom of the desktop. Okay, and then Windows Explorer and the start menu, these are all available in this Windows 95. It also introduced 32-bit processor and focused more on multitasking. So from this version the processing speed will be increased because here we can process 32-bit at a time. So the speed of the processor can be increased. And then the next version is Windows 98. Windows 98 was introduced in the year 1998. Integration of the web browsers. We know web browsers is used to view the web pages. Okay, without web browsers we can't able to view the web pages. Okay, web browser is the application software. This software is used to view the web pages. The example of web browser is Internet Explorer. Nowadays we are using Opera and then some other Internet Explorers also we are using. Netscape Navigator is with the operating system. DOS gaming behind to disappear. So in the previous versions we are using the DOS gaming, that is disk operating system games, and then this gaming systems are disappear as Windows based games improved. And then plug and play features was introduced. If you want to add some hardware devices to your computer, we just use plug and play method. That is we just use USB pins to plug to the plug to your CPU and you can work on this. Okay, in the previous versions it is not possible. You just add that hardware devices manually to the CPU and then only we can work it. Okay, for this Windows 98 we can use plug method to plug the external hardware devices to your computer and work on the devices. Okay, and then Windows NT. In this Windows NT operating system designed to act as a server in network. Okay, servers network. It can be used to improve the internet access functionality. It can work with the servers in network. And the next version is Windows Me, that is Windows Millennium. It was introduced in the year 2000. It introduced automated system diagnostics and recovery tools. When your system is defected by any system problems, then it can be automatically diagnosed and it shows the error message to you. Okay, and then some automatic repair method also used. So if you want to recover this one, click on this repair button. Nowadays also Windows 10 also we are using this recovery tools. Okay, so and then Windows 2000, it was introduced in the year 2000. So in this version also introduced in the year 2000, served as an operating system for business desktop and laptop systems. So in this Windows 2000 it can be work both your desktop system as well as laptop systems. In this, four versions are introduced. That is Windows 2000 Professional. This version is used only for business desktops and laptops. And then server side Windows 2000 OS. Server, both a web server and an office server. We know what is meant by server. Server is a main system. It gives response to the request given by the client system. Okay. And then advanced server for line of business applications. And data center server for high traffic computer networks. Okay, so Windows 2000, there are four different versions are introduced. That is Windows 2000 Professional, Windows Server, and then Advanced Server, and then data center servers. Okay, so there are four versions is used for different purpose. Professional version is used for business desktop and laptop systems, and then server is used both a web server and an office server, and then advanced server is used for line of business applications, and then data center server is used for high traffic computer networks. Okay, so now you can see the next version of Windows XP. I think all of you know this Windows XP. Now it is expired, but now also some systems are using Windows XP operating system because it is easy to use and then user friendliness. Okay, Windows XP, it was introduced in the year 2001. Introduced a 64-bit processor. So here the processor can work very fast when comparing to the other versions of Windows, because in this Windows OS how many bits are processed? 64-bit processor are used. Improved Windows appearance, and then the look of the Windows screen is also improved with the themes and offered a stable version. So they provide several different types of themes, background settings, color changes. They give several settings to get the improved versions to view the screens. Okay, and then Windows Vista was introduced in the year 2006, updated the look and feel of Windows, but it is not most famous like that Windows XP. Here some of the softwares is not, application softwares is not supported in Windows Vista, so it is not popular. It is also introduced and it is not popular. Okay, so it gives the updated look and feel of Windows. And then Windows 7. Windows 7 was introduced in the year 2009. Booting time was improved. Introduced a new user interface like arrow pick, pinning programs to taskbar, handwriting recognitions, etc. So we already know what is meant by booting process. When you switch on your computer, some process is going on. No, that process is known as a booting process. And that time it check whether the hardware and software attached to your computer is ready to work. Okay, that checking process, that testing process is known as booting process. That processing time was improved. And then new interface like arrow pick. So when you minimize the screens, all are arranged in the right corner and we can open one by one. Okay, arrow pick options is also available. So pinning programs, when you are working with some particular window, we just pin on that page. Nowadays we are attending Zoom class. No, what you have to do, we just pin your teacher pages. There are several students is there, means that page they appear in the mobile screen and will be changed oftenly. So if you want to pin the particular page permanently, then we can use a pin option to pin on that particular page. That pinning programs to taskbar is also introduced in the version Windows 7. And then handwriting recognition, we are directly write with the window desktop. Okay, that can recognize. And Internet Explorer 8 also introduced in this Windows 7. And then next version is Windows 8. It was introduced in the year 2012. Windows 8 is faster than previous versions. So start button was removed. So in the previous version we are using start button to open the multiple application. No, that button was removed. Instead of start button, what we have to use? Windows 8 takes better advantages of multi-core processing, solid state drives, touch screens and other alternate input methods, served as common platform for mobile and computers. So nowadays we can use mobile in mobile all the process you can do with the computers. The same way the computer is used to process the mobile apps. Okay, that type of OS can be developed in Windows 8. And then here start button was removed. Instead of start button, one round symbol alone will be appear on this Windows 8 screen. Okay, and then Windows 10, nowadays we are using this operating system only. Okay, Windows 10, it was introduced in the year 2015. Start button was added again. Here the start button, see this in Windows 10 also, the start button, how the start button is look like this. It just to show the 4 point. Okay, this 4 points, it shows the start button. Okay, in Windows 10 this is your start button. The name start does not appear. Instead of that, here only 4 boxes will be appear. One icon is display appear. No, this is known as a start button. Okay, so in this start button we can open more than one applications. Okay, so start button was added again. And then multiple desktop, you can able to open more than one desktop. And then central notification, that is when you see this central notification appear for the different app. So when you see this one, how the apps are available, here we can see the play of. So now you can see in Windows 10 the center notifications are there. See this, here we can display photos, Illustrator, so the WhatsApp, this type of center notifications apps are available in Windows 10. And then curtain of voice activated personal assistance. So when you want to set the system settings, alarm like that, we can able to set in this Windows 10. It give the intimation to that particular time. Okay, so these are the features added in Windows 10. So each and every versions of Windows, it giving the updated software, updated hardware systems. Okay, so for each version is used to improve the quality of using OS and user friendliness. For that only different versions of Windows are found. Okay, so we discuss the next topic in the next class. Okay students, thank you.